How do you transition plants from outside to inside during the winter time? This is what I'm going to be doing this winter. So we're going to go over a few simple steps that you can do if you'd like. So let's get into it. Why am I transitioning my plants this winter? I'm doing this because in my state, we go through winter and the winters can get really cold. And certain plants that I have, such as my pineapple, my oranges, my potatoes, all of these plants are not going to survive during the winter. Last year, I've left my avocado tree outside, and the avocado tree is not meant to go through really cold winters or frost, so it killed it. So this is really important for me to bring the plants that I do have that I want to survive, keeping them inside during the winter so that they can still continue to grow and thrive. When it comes to the type of plants that you want to bring inside, if you have a greenhouse or if you have just inside space will depend on the type of plants that you want to bring in. For me, I'm going to be bringing in orange, pineapple. I'm also going to be bringing in some herbs that I have, such as my basil and my rosemary. I also have my lemon tree that I'm going to be bringing inside. If I wanted to put it on a windowsill, that would be making sure that I'm not opening up the window to bring in a cold draft, because that's not going to be good for the roots or the leaves of the plant. It's also really important that I don't bring any plants that are diseased, because that can spread from one plant to the next and just be hurting all the plants. So any of the plants that are not doing well, I'm just going to be leaving those outside. It's also important for me whenever I'm transitioning my plants inside that I have a pot that has holes in the bottom. This is going to be really useful because not only is it going to allow air to get into the pot and to the root, but it's also going to allow excess drainage of water to get out. If I were to overwater my plant, which is highly likely if there has no holes in the bottom because you just can't see the water on the bottom of the pot, this can cause the roots to drown and it's going to just kill the plant. So making sure that I have holes in the bottom of my pot, making sure I have well-drained soil. When I was preparing my space, I made sure that not only it had proper circulation, because this is really, really important when it comes to fungal infections or diseases, having the proper circulation, also having proper humidity and temperatures. Since I'm using my greenhouse, I made sure I had fans and I had a heater, I had the sun lamp. If I'm gonna put them on a windowsill, I'm gonna make sure that it's on next to windows that have a good amount of sun coming in. It's really important when you're preparing your space. Preventing diseases and fungal infections in plants is really simple as long as I keep the space and the environment healthy and good enough for the plants to survive. So if I have a ton of dust or the space is really dirty, this can be susceptible to diseases in the plant. So making sure the space is nice and clean, I'm dusting off the leaves, I'm watering the plants properly. Keeping the plants as healthy as I can inside will make sure that they survive during the winter and be ready to be planted outside in the spring and in the summer. Thank you so much for watching. Go ahead and leave a like if this video has given you some value. Comment if you plan on transitioning any of your plants and what you plan on transitioning so it can give me some inspiration, even some tips if you have any for me or your fellow community members. I'll see you guys soon. Bye for now.